Hi everyone, it's Simranjeet. Now it's time to just think about education because in this world everyone knows what is importance of education but nobody knows what is education. So now it's just time to explore the education in our mind and create all the phenomena of education related to different subjects and different courses. I would like to say that this is article that is written by me. What is education? So let's start in this article what I have written. Education is not only read, write and learn, but it is used to create history in every field. Education is not consist of subjects only, but it is used to create subject. It is not completed by degree, but it is completed by developed mind. So continue learning till your mind not developed. Everyone say that education is very important and it is a branch of all careers, but nobody knows what is branch of education, who have originated the education. If we talk about the science who have immense scope in this universe, there are many scientists like J.J. Thomson, Edison, Einstein. So these scientists have originated the science and create subjects like physics, chemistry, etc. All the new technologies in science field in IT is result of the past workings of the scientists. Now the main question arises in our mind that how there is existence of education in this world and when was the education originated and how the subjects were made. So let's start the answering of these questions by me. It comes into existence by the imagination of the scientist, and it is a result of the miraculous minds of some scientists. They have created impossible things and transfer it into possible things by their hard and smart work. If we talk about the how the subjects were made, the subjects are nothing. It is only concepts of particular thing or particular imagination. And if we talk about the math, science and other subjects, it is just imagination. If we talk about the subject physics, it is just understanding the concepts and the events that happening in our surrounding in the mathematical way. Humans have mechanical brain by which they can imagine anything and turn into the real existence by their hard working. And there are three types of education system. First one is education for getting jobs, second one is education for implement the system of education, and third one is education interrelate with the imagination. First one is education for getting jobs. It is very common type of education that we all have done in our school, in our colleges. We always teach to learn and educate ourselves to getting jobs. Students are taught by the teachers to crack the exams like NDA, UPSC, and other government exams. And they spend lakhs in the institutes for coachings, etc. And they compete with others like the state exams, the national exams, and but they don't know the learning things will be forgotten after some times. They try to learn the concepts again and again and try to print all the concepts of every subject in their brain, but we are humans, we have to create subjects, we have to create knowledge about particular our imagination. So always remember, don't educate yourself to getting job, but to educate yourself to create job in every field. We are human beings, we can create anything which is impossible. I don't take education as a negative, but I would like to say that if you love the education, so educate yourself to create jobs, not to getting jobs. And second one is education for implement the system of education. This is very useful type of system of education, and we can say that this type of education system implements the further levels, upcoming levels of the education system. And we can take the examples like Akash, Byju's, Brainly. Their CEO founders did not depend on the government jobs, but they create jobs and they converts the teaching profession into the business. So we can learn from them. So stop thinking linearly. Start to think laterally, because if you want to create jobs, you have to done your work differently by others. Then you will be able to do and achieve your goals. And third one is education interrelate with imagination. This type of education is legendary type of education. This type of education originated when there is no any school, college. It is only created by imagination. At that time, scientists have imagined and observed the different phenomena or around their surroundings. Then they try to convert them into real existence and they perform number of experiments to prove them right. After this, they have written down the books, and we are just understanding the concept of the books that is written by the past scientists. And this can be turned into subjects and syllabus that nowadays we are just learning and just understanding them by our teachers. But imagine how the scientists have proved them right. So it is time when there was no smartphones, there is no internet, but it can be possible to done every impossible things. But now we are just depending on books and just depending on syllabus and our teachers. So how long we learn these old concepts? So let's start with ourselves. To educate ourselves, then imagine the number of things and use our education to prove our observation right and create new concepts in our sciences. And we can say that education is just type of bridge which joins the old generation and the new developed generation. And in this world, the different gadgets, the ITs, the computers are all the result of the past working of the scientists. The different legend scientists have come on the earth and create the impossible into possible. So it's just time to wake up and done some of the miraculous thing by use our education system. So now it's our turn to do our the best so that the further generation can proud on us. So at last, I would like to say that education is not compulsory to imagine the things, but imagination can create the new concepts in the system of education. Thanks.